morning, everybody. Happy Monday. What did you all do at the weekend in this lockdown? What were your hobbies? Did you do anything particular? Anybody there? Hi, Antonio. How are you doing? What are you doing to keep yourself busy in this lockdown? Lovely to meet you too. Today we're going to talk about our hometown. We've got lots of fun language and some nice facts to share. So I'm happy to be teaching you this today. So Antonio, where are you from? Hello, we just have more people joining us. Wonderful. Yeah, and happy Monday. My name is Serena and I'm from Rome, Rome Pontalungo, Long Bridge as we call it. Some of you may be my students, and some of them may not, but welcome to my focus about my hometown. Where are you from? Can you put it in the chat? Yes, Antonio. I remember you. I remember you. Hi, Elena. Wonderful. You're from Palermo. I love Palermo. Been there many times. Absolutely lovely. The cannoli are so delicious. So, do you know where I'm from? Any of you know where I'm from? I'm from Ireland, and I've been living in Rome for 9 years now, almost 10. Yes. Yes, Elena. Palermo is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, especially the St. Catherine's Cathedral. Absolutely love it. So, shall we get started? Today we are talking about my hometown. So we'll look at describing this focus activity. We're going to look at describing your hometown, present perfect tenses. I love present perfect tenses. I don't know about you. Using for and since. How do you feel about the present perfect tenses? Hello, Mattia from Pescara. When do we use the present perfect tense? Who can tell me? When do we use the present perfect? Anybody know? When do we use the present perfect tense? Okay, we usually use the present perfect tense for activities that are happening in life. For example, you've done something in the past and you might do it again in the future or today or tomorrow or next week. It's not time related. So I absolutely really like, I really love the perfect tenses. It's my favorite grammar point. Exactly, Antonio. Very good. On specified time about an activity in the past. Yeah, we don't know when. It's not time related. Excellent. Yes. Excellent job, guys. So, your hometown. My hometown is called Limerick City. What's the name of your hometown? Is it Pescara or Palermo precisely, or Rome, or is it a smaller town in that province? For example, I'm from Limerick City, but we also have Limerick, the county, so in the countryside with different areas. Okay, so Rome, very good, very good. Okay, can you tell me what's the difference between city, let's say country, city, town, and village? Can you give me an example of each? For an example, a country is Italy or Ireland. Yes, Mattia. Limerick is beautiful, but it was the saddest St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I'm very sad. So we have Italy as a country. Can you give me an example of a city? Anybody? Okay, we've got a city would be Rome. Rome, it could be Paris, London. Yes, very good. What about a town? Can you give me an example of a town? Anybody? Yes, Elena, Palermo is a city. Very good. So let's look at town for a moment. Would you say Frascati is a town? Well, I wouldn't say it's a town, London. It's quite big. Town is a small city. Yes, Antonio. Very good. It's a very small city. Hello, Mr. Rasta. So a town we could say would be Frascati. What do you think? Frascati? So if you imagine it on the grand scale of things, we've got country, we have city, we have town, and then we have village. Yes, excellent, great. So Frascati is a town. Yes. Okay. What about a village? Do we know what a village is? Do you have an example? Yes, I know my Italian geography. Frascati is a town. Yay! Ah, yes. What would we say porchetta in English? How would you say that? Do you know what porchetta would be in English? Porchetta could be, well, if we translate directly, it's like little pig. But if we want to say it correctly, it'd probably be roasted pork, maybe charred pork or roasted pork. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes, village. Good, excellent. Doolin. Yes, Doolin is a small village. Yes, very good. Maybe in Italy we have a place. They have a place near Zagarolo in the province of Rome, I think it is, and it's called Skurgola. Skurgola. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like roasted pork. Okay, this is great. So remember, we're talking about country, we're talking about like London, Paris, New York, excuse me, talking about country, we're talking about Italy, France, Germany, we're looking at Ireland, we're looking at United Kingdom, and if we're looking at cities, we're looking at London, New York, Rome, Paris, we're looking at town, we're looking at Frascati, maybe Viterbo, I don't know, maybe it's Viterbo or Albano, maybe Puerto Ricanati or somewhere like that. We're looking at village, we're looking at Doolin, yes. Cork is a city, Cork is a city. Cork is a city. Okay, moving on, let's move on. We're going to describe, okay? So, small town, USA. Anna is from a tiny town in the middle of the United States. She has lived there since she was born. Her town is tranquil and quiet. There is a broad river that runs along the edge of the town and has been fishing there since she was a child. The library has been there for 50 years and was just renovated last fall. If she could change one thing about her town, it would be to add a traffic light. Right now, there is only a stop sign and traffic is always jumbled on the main street. Okay, so can we find examples of the present perfect in the text? Right, let's have a look. Anybody? Yes, very good, Elena. Very good. She has lived there since she was born. Excellent. Anyone else? Anybody? Let's see. She has been very good. She has been fishing there and has been there. Excellent. Very good. Okay, so can we look at the structure of the present perfect? What do we need? Can anyone break it down for me? I know you can do it. You're doing well so far. Elena? Okay, so excellent, Antonio. Excellent. We have subject plus have or has plus past participle. Yes, very good, guys. Excellent. Now, can we just look at the verbs for a moment? Because the verbs, past participles in English, are really important. Okay, so let's have a look at the text again. I would like you to just tell me what are the past participles? Can you find them for me? Anyone? How about I give you one? Live. Yes, been. Very good. Any other? Okay, so we have, if we use been and what's the difference between been and gone? Anyone? So if I say she, let's see, she has been to Paris and she has gone to Paris. What would be the difference? Okay, you've already visited a place, so we use been. Been returned, gone. Excellent, Mattia. You studied. Well done. Well done. Yes, exactly. So we have, let's see. So we've got gone, you're still there. And been, you've returned. Very, very good. You're welcome, Mattia. You're welcome. Okay, so excellent. Right, let's have a look. This beautiful gap fill. All right, so big city, UK. Have any of you been to the UK? Anybody? Yes, very good. You have. Right. Which part of the UK, Mattia? Ah, Eleanor, you've been to Cambridge. Wonderful. Our teacher, Emily, is from Cambridge. Yes. Excellent. Did you like Cambridge? Did you, Emily? Eleanor? I lived in London for a few years. In London, outside of London. Yeah, West London, Mattia. Great. I never lived in the west of London. I've lived in the southeast of London, always in the east. Cambridge, is it nice? Would you suggest it? What about Antonio? Have you been to London? What was London like? I remember London being very chaotic and full of people, all types of people, multicultural, really beautiful, very polite. Um, I think it was probably the best city I ever lived in. Yeah, maybe the west side is quieter than the east side. Yeah, east side is really it's in English when we're saying it's chaotic, we'd say it's buzzing. There is a buzz. When there's a lot of energy, a lot of things happening at the same time. So we say there's a buzz or a vibe or trendy. It's very trendy. Oh, so Antonio said he hasn't, but he will be there next summer. He has lived there for 6 years, and they have demolished and restructured since 2008. Where have you your cousins have lived there for 6 years? Is that what you mean, Antonio? Yeah, you can find everything there. Yeah, Antonio, I think there's a lot of Italians in London in general, but mostly on the East Coast, on the east side of the city. I met so many Italians. Also, Irish is a massive Italian and Irish community in the east of London. Unlike other cities, I lived in New York. I lived in many cities, but London was probably the most populated by Italians and Irish. It was uncanny. You okay, Mati? You've got a London tattoo that runs. You've got a tattoo of London on you. That's amazing. If I were British, I would be quite proud that somebody would put a map of my capital on their body. Right. Would you how would you do that? Was that the London of the map of London or the tube, the metro map? Antonio, do you have a map of London tattooed on you? Or Elena? Have you disappeared, Elena? Where's Elena? She's gone to London. Goodness. Have any of you been to Dublin? I've been to Dublin only a few times, even though it's my city. You've got Piccadilly Street tattooed on you. Wow, how interesting. Hi, Elena, you come back. Have you been to London, Elena? Have you ever been? You've never been to Dublin? Oh, you must go to Dublin. Yeah, it's very windy. You have the Irish Sea in front of Dublin. It's very windy. Yeah. Well, Mattia, do you have a tattoo with the Westminster Bridge, the Queen, and the telephone box tattooed on you? That's that's a bit out there. That's really cool. Well done, you. Yeah, Antonio, there are a lot of pubs and you can drink a lot of beer. But you know, in Ireland, we've got a lot more to offer than just alcohol. Although people like to think that that's all we got, but we've got a lot more. Do you like Guinness? Yes, the countryside is quite special. It's absolutely special, really beautiful. Um, Especially in the town that you nominated before, Mattia, you said Doolin was a town or a village. Um, and that's probably my favorite part of Ireland, to be honest, because it's just beautiful, spectacular. It's breathtaking. Yes. Yeah, Galway and the cliffs. Yes. Is there a cliff or reef in Dublin? There aren't any cliffs in Dublin, as far as I know. But I don't know Dublin very well, to be honest. I just know it for the city centre. There's beaches around Dublin. There's a big port where the boats go to from Dublin, from Ireland to Wales. They cross the Irish Sea. The cliffs are over by Galway on the west coast. They are beautiful. The cliffs of Moher. Yeah, the cliffs of Moher. Really beautiful. Okay, so let's have a look now at the gap fill. Okay, so we've got the big city, UK. Okay, Wes is from a really congested, densely populated city in the UK. It is urban, advanced, and metropolitan, with construction and industry everywhere. He there 6 years. They and buildings in his neighborhood every year. 2008. It is disruptive and noisy. If he could, he would move to a new flat on a charming, quiet street. Okay. So, can we fill in the gaps, please? Oh, we've done that already. Very good. He has lived. Very good. He has lived there. Excellent, Mattia. 4. Your present perfect is hot. Good. You're on fire. Right. Long period in the past. 4. Oh, bye, Elena. Thank you for participating. Have a good lunch. Has demolished. Very good. Let's see. So we've got, he has lived there for 6 years. So we're using 4 for the duration. 6 years. Okay. So it lasted 6 years. They has, not really. Not really. Try again. Yes, Antonio. They have demolished and restructured buildings. Excellent. Excellent. 2008. Since. Excellent job. So we use since for a specific date, time, year in the past. Okay? Very good. Right, let's have a look at the rest. Excellent. We're done. We're done. Okay. Right. We have the Boondocks. In the sticks, downtown, suburbs, outskirts, street smart, wise. Right. Can we match these? We got blue and red. Let's see. Mattia, can you match in the sticks with its correct answer, please? Anytime, Antonio. Good job. So, Mattia, in the sticks means? Is it difficult? Oh, here we go. You can try, Mattia. Anyone. Okay, Antonio, would you like to try? Yes, my dog. Excuse me. Hi, Ettore. Very nice to meet you. Okay, Ettore, very rural. Right. Let's see. Very rural. Oh, excuse me. Very rural. Yes, very good. Then we have downtown, which is in the city center. Yes, dogs are beautiful. I apologize. Then we have in the sticks, matches with the edge of the city. Yes, very good. So let me ask you, Antonio, do you live in the sticks? I live in the city centre. I don't live in the sticks. Who lives in the sticks? Bye, Ettore. Bye-bye. You don't know? Okay, in the sticks would be very rural country. So if you live in the sticks, you'd be living in, let's see, in Skurkula. Okay, let's look at suburbs. What about suburbs? Anyone? The suburbs? Ah, Antonio, yes, suburbs, the edge of the city. Sorry, I didn't see that there. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. What about outskirts? Your dog helped. I wish my dog could help right now. He's chewing on my shoe. Stop. Okay, very good. So we got suburbs, the edge of the city, outskirts. Anybody? Okay, what about street smart-wise? Very good, Antonio. You studied a lot. Good job. Able to deal. What's the preposition that we would use? Be able to deal with something. Can you tell me another verb that could replace to deal with something? Anyone? So in order to say, I can deal with something, we can also say, I can manage something, or I can handle. So the verb would be to handle something would be synonymous. Yes. Okay. So we have, oh, excuse me, outskirts, the edge of the city. Okay, very, very good. Right. Right, so moving on, my hometown. Our hometown. So what are 3 adjectives to describe your hometown? What are 3 adjectives? Can you give me 3 adjectives? Good. Okay, so my hometown is beautiful. My hometown is modern. Beautiful. Modern and clean. How would you describe your hometown? Okay, what have we got? Oh, Antonio, thank you very much for participating. See you at school soon, I hope, or in the next webinar. Take care. I will tell everyone, yes, I will send your love. Just superlatives. Okay, Mattia. The prettiest, modern, and noisy. Okay. Okay, yes. Very good. Pescara. Yeah, Pescara is a very, very nice city. Very, very nice. Okay. So what about the next question? Um, what would what would people enjoy the most about your hometown or the least? Yes, very good sentence structure. My hometown is the prettiest city in Abruzzo. It's also the biggest and the most chaotic. Rome is huge, historical, and a marvelous city. Don't forget the article. Very, very good. Okay. What about question number 2? What would people enjoy the most about your hometown? My hometown, people would enjoy the most. Oh, let's see. They would enjoy the most rugby. We've got a very big rugby culture. We're probably the capital of rugby in Ireland. We have the biggest rugby stadium, and it's absolutely beautiful, and everybody is a big fan. So I think people would enjoy the most the rugby culture. Yes, yes, we got the sea. If I were to go to Pescara today, what would you suggest I do? What changes have there been in your city? Yeah. Okay, in my city, the rugby stadium has been rejuvenated and it's been made bigger. There are more shops and there are more people. It's more densely populated. Anybody there? Is everyone gone? If you could change one thing about your hometown, what would it be? I suggest you to walking around the city center and have a coffee in the most famous square. Okay. I suggest walking would be mostly correct, more correct. I suggest walking around the city center and having a coffee. Remember, in English, we say coffee. Okay. Most famous square, Piazza Salotto. Yes, very good. So, what changes have there been in Pescara? So what changes have there been to Pescara? Has it always been very busy? Has it always been very clean? Or has it been less? Has it been changed? What would you say? Okay, well, what about number 4? If you could change one thing about my hometown or your hometown, what would it be? If I could change something about my hometown, I would make it even more greener. I like green. More parks, more trees. I would like to have more animals, more wildlife, everything green. What would you do? What would you change about your hometown? Okay. Yes, I've been there in the summer and it's quite busy. It's really, really, really busy. But also I think it's in September is a nice month too. If you're living by the sea, isn't it nice? Okay. Oh, very good. So during fall and winter, it's more relaxing than summer because there are less tourists than the summer. Yes, there are less tourists. Yes. That is so true. That is so true. Okay, so let's look back for a moment and let's think about a review. Now, in this activity, we mentioned a couple of new words. Do you remember the verb that we used, that Mattia used very well, which was to be able to deal with something? Do you remember the alternative that I gave? If we don't want to use to deal with something, what else could we use? We could use to handle something. Yes, very good. So, present perfect. When do we use it? Remember, we use it for activities in the past that has a present effect, but it's not time specific. Okay? And keep up with those adjectives. We need lots of adjectives, lots and lots and lots of adjectives. Very good, Mattia. To manage, present perfect, excellent. Thank you all so much for joining me today in my webinar 8 to 10, my hometown. I hope you all stay indoors and buckle down, study more English, and keep us company on our webinars. My name is Serena, and I'm from Maies, Pontelungo in Rome. I hope to see you all in my next webinar. Okay, have a good day. Happy Monday. Bye-bye.